Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Huskers will put toe to leather and will get started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. From the gun, running back on the move. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got it in the middle. It's Barry Johnson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Good timing on the quick out. Oh, a lot of space. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
To the air on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the option. He'll pitch it. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
This offense is going to challenge the defense with their assignment football in the option game, and they're doing it here early in the first quarter. Great job by the quarterback, making all of his reads. Nobody accounting for the pitch guy, so you flip it out to him. And a nice gain offensively here. And this is something the defense now is going to have to contend with for the rest of the game, trying to stop this option attack.
Yeah, and I tell you what, I love the run game down here. I love being able to give it to a back and be able to trust him. Listen, he didn't have any touchdowns on the season, so I know he's wanting to punch one in. And down here, giving me the opportunity. Let me prove myself, so I love the big fella getting the football.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Man, these late-night crowds are so much fun. They're so into it, so much energy in this building. And the visiting team drives down the field. Tell you what, drive stalls out a little bit, but they quieted this place a little bit by getting 3 and starting this game off on the right foot.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
To throw, it's O'Neal. Buys a little time. Got out of trouble and throws. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the...
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Badgers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll give it to Johnson. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
It's 1st down from the 37-yard line. They'll move the tight end. Quick handoff. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday because of his skills.
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And that's the advantage of being a big wide receiver, because now you're a big target. And on these slant routes, you don't have to run the perfect route, but you can use your size and your physicality to get the job done.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them, too. This was supposed to be a road test, and instead it felt like a walk through the park in College Station. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
The short hands, it's Anthony. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on 1st down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these 1st downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the 1st quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Looking downfield, it's O'Neal. Finds his man. It's Mason. They'll make the stop about a yard short. First down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on 3rd down. Instead, they're staring at 4th.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
Has to get there to move the sticks. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Man, 1st half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Trying to turning it on. Oh, he's got some space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskers. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a 1st down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's Dupree. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin them deep. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. looking for a man. It's Raiola. Quickly to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Handoff to the single running back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Key. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
All right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Power football with the run. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Big Ten schedule sort of ate these guys up last year. They're looking for a better performance this time around.
Yeah, and it eats a lot of people up, obviously being such a tough conference. But if you look at the way you start the season, a lot of times, man, that's when you build your momentum. That's when you build your confidence. If you can hang around, be competitive, sometimes the way you start, Palmer, it just lays out the rest of the season for you.
And they know they just got to be a lot more physical this year. That schedule did beat them up last year, but take a look at this year's schedule. A lot of those same teams, they're right there again. They're going to get another crack at them. They've got to be better in the trenches this season if they want to win a Big Ten championship.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nebraska. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Ready.
The lone back's got it. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And the Badgers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. The Badgers will try to pin them back with the punt. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And they'll just down it right there.
Punt cover teams have a tough job because oftentimes they've got to tackle a guy out in the open field and a really good one at that. But how about their ability to get to the returner and not just get the tackle, but create the takeaway? That is a massive play on special teams.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Quick completion on the out. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the running back from the shotgun. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Well, I don't get this decision, but they've got their punt team on the field on second down. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. The give to the tailback. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's a heat. With the catch, it's Parker. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Raiola. Pulls it in, it's Barney. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. Bringing the heat. Complete downfield. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Give to the single back. It's a running room. He's inside the 40. There he goes. Touchdown, Huskers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
This has been happening all night. They stubbornly giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And the Badgers will bring the punt team onto the field. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Back to the ground game on the left. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. Creates a little space. It's a seam wide open. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. And maybe we'll see a little bit more life from
He's loose. Wide open spaces. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Huskers have this offense rolling. Here's the handoff. Turning on the Jets. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska. A long run from the running back, not exactly setting any land speed records, but he got the job done.
It was a long run that took a long time because he's not the fastest guy in the world. But it doesn't matter, right? Get that nose for the end zone, get in the goal line. That's all that matters. That's all we're keeping score. That 6 counts for just as much as all those fast guys that get there in a hurry.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play.
Let's go.
They'll leave it with him. Got enough for the first down. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. On the run, it's Dupree. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. Kick is in the air. They'll get this drive going from the 17. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Back to throw, it's Raiola. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle, it's Hunter. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Oh, a lot of space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
The give on the option. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Give to the running back. There he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. And they take it in for 6 more points. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in the Big Ten, and a game I think a lot of folks will want to see. USC answered the bell away from the Coliseum today with an impressive victory. The Trojans knew the challenges awaiting them, and they met them head-on. Generally the mark of a really good team. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on 4th down.
On the move. Turning it on. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
The speed of these quarterbacks have just gotten insane. Week in, week out, you're facing so many guys that can just pick them up and put them down and chew up 15 yards like it's nothing.
And they can make the throws, too. We call them dual threats, but really you have to be able to do both in this era of football.
Yeah, and it used to be one or the other. You had a guy that could really, really run. You had a guy that could throw. Now they're all packaged into one, and it's just, man, it's a headache.
Quarterback may change this route. The pitch to the left. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31. The black shirts have applied blackout conditions. There has been no electricity available for this offense.
I mean, just suffocating. They're smothering this offense. They haven't done anything well yet. They can't run it. They can't throw it consistently. This defense is definitely reminiscent of those great Nebraska black shirt defenses of the past.
And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
And this offense, man, they just can't get out of their own way. Like, they've got a 0 on the scoreboard already. Now turning the football over late in the game. When you're down, they've got to find a way to make something good happen on that side of the football.
Leaves it with the running back. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway.
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll try to get outside. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the touchdown, Husker. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. And the ball is loose on the return. Scooped up by the kicking team. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Nebraska!
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Lots of running room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. And the Huskers are in the red zone. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the give off the left side. Got some room, headed to the goal line.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on second and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable third down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in second and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Smashes it between the uprights. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do...
Oh, and the ball's out on the return.
And they're going to get an earful from them, coach. Those are the plays that it better work. That lateral better go to the guy. He better chew up big yards or you're going to be in trouble. I get it, trying to make a play, trying to make something happen, but instead you made something happen for the other team, and you're getting an earful.
Line getting set on second down.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking,
Let's go Cornhuskers!